Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Netter's Network Thursday Things, where tonight we're going to do a Christmas rewatch. Excuse me, I still have my cough, which is a pain in the butt. We are going to be watching A Charlie Brown Christmas. I'm sure all of you have seen it. It's a beloved classic that has been around as long as I can remember. Before we get started, though, let me introduce that guy at the end of the bar, sitting 4 feet in front of me, giving me cute little smiles because he loves me so much. Troy Pacelli, how you doing, Pumpkin, and what are you sipping on?
I'm doing okay. I'm finishing off a diet cherry soda.
Does that mean I need to get you another one, or are you going to have an amaretto?
I'm not having any more amaretto. My stomach's a little...
Okay, let me get
we
you.
got magic soda in there? I'll have the ginger beer if you can reach me one.
No, because you drank it, because we were out of regular soda. Oh, wait a minute, unless there's one behind me. Oh, there's one behind me, but it's not
I'll
cold.
take a warm one. That's fine.
Hold on.
And, guys, we also need a sound check. Can you help us out? Let us know if the sound is coming in okay. Oh, yeah, I'll open that.
Well, I'm probably not, because I'm across the
Well, no, but yeah, we're coming through the same mic, so if you can hear me, but you can't hear Netter, that just means she needs to lean in a little bit.
No, that means I need to sit back down, because I was getting you a drink.
Yes, but the point is, help us out, let us know if the mic is sounding okay. And we should be good.
Okay. So, there we go. So you should be able to hear me and Troy just fine. And Lester San Jose says yes. In fact, Lester was also on Pop's channel with us
It's good hanging out
earlier
with you,
tonight. Yeah, we were hanging out, so that was kind of cool.
Okay, so now I'm sipping on a Bundaberg Diet Ginger Beer. That's what I'm sipping on now.
Well, I might be saying hello twice to somebody because I can't find if I said
That's
hello
fine.
to
Do you want
them.
me to go through the verbal hellos while you're doing the typing hellos?
Well, no, I was starting to say hi to Gorilla's Random Thoughts, and I can't find that I actually said hello, so I had to go back and
I'm sure
put
no
one in
one
there. So
will
he might
mind
have
if
two.
you repeat yourself. I think 2 high sweeties in a night is got to be a
bonus.
A nice little bonus,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, first up tonight we had Lynn Green. She said she'll be in the middle of another show in 2 hours, but we'll catch the rewatch. I hope everyone is having a great Christmas season. Aww. And of course we got that Troy Pacelli guy.
Hello, hello.
And Big Al presents a Christmas classic. Have a great show, my friends.
Yes, he just dropped a 10-word review of, what was it?
Aquaman 2.
Aquaman and Lost Kingdom. Yes, I am seeing a lot of reviews coming out for that. I haven't had a chance to catch Big Al's 10-word review. And there's really no excuse for that because it's a 10-word review. That means it's less than a minute long. So.
Yeah, exactly.
But I will catch that as soon as this stream is over.
And then Disney Sheepherder says, I'm here and I'll watch the stream live. Sorry about the other day. Have a great stream. And of course, I'm smashing that like button and I'll share. Oh,
That's
thank you,
fine,
sweetie.
man. We'll get you back in here probably in the new year.
And of course, we have the lovely Lady Myst saying good evening with her pretty hearts and flowers.
So encouraging. Thank you, Lady Myst.
Let's see, Disney Sheepherder, Big Al.
I see deleted scenes.
Deleted scenes, giving his salute. Sir Tor and Klingay, how you doing, sweetie?
Oh, deleted scenes. By the way, we were told to share with you. Pops saw that you had joined his YouTube channel just as he was ending the stream, so he didn't get a chance to say thank you directly, but he did want to make sure that you knew he saw and he appreciated so very, very much.
And he wanted to say thank you and asked us to pass on the message.
Yep, exactly.
Excuse me. I really wish this cough would go away.
Yeah, mine comes in spurts. I'll be fine for a while, and I'll go through a coughing jag for a little bit.
And what's weird is I'm actually on medication for the coughing because I was at a point where I could not stop. And so my doctor gave me some prescription, which has helped tremendously. But I'll still have these coughing jags just out of nowhere. Last night it was so bad that, I mean, I was like
you got sick.
Yeah, it's like you ever cough so hard you're like throwing up. That's how bad it was. My face is swollen.
Yeah, her
It's
face
like-
swelled up just from the pressure of coughing. And
Yeah, it was just really, really weird. I pulled some muscles in my neck. It was that strenuous. So, yeah, don't recommend it.
do not recommend.
Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank.
Yep.
Let's see, Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Hey, everyone. Big Al, deleted scene. Make sure I'm not forgetting anybody.
Evelyn Hampton.
Evelyn Hampton is here. I only know that because I see Lady Miss saying hello to her, but I must have missed
Which
her
means
further
it's
up.
before her saying that, so yes.
Okay, well, here's Evelyn. Big Al did a great review of Godzilla at -1.
Yes, he did. Good point. A lot of people recommending that one.
Disney Sheepherder said he's getting a drink at this time. It's like, yeah, I don't blame you. The Vagrancy Horror, how are you, sweetie? Good evening and Merry Christmas. And Logical Spock, nice to see you guys here. I think that's everybody, but I gotta do my word one in the chat.
So, those that have been following our respective channels, Last Call, Netter on the Retro Cinema, Big Al Presents, and so forth, we were saying right up to this week, Netter didn't know what she was going to do tonight for Thursday Things. And I was like, Thursday Things we usually only do about an hour. I know we've done this before. I think we just did it last year and possibly the year before. But for crying out loud, want to be able to share with you guys this classic must-watch holiday special, right? The Peanuts, A Charlie Brown Christmas. And since it's been put behind the Apple whatever app, paywall.
Own physical media.
Well, yes, that's true. But, this is something I was thinking the other day. Yes, we should all own the physical media so that we don't have to worry about the streaming and the paywalls and the stuff. But there's also an element that's missing by it not being on network television. It used to be that the Charlie Brown special would air, I believe it was on CBS.
Yes.
And it would air one night a year, and that was the night you watched it. And it was like everybody watched it on that night, and if it was in the middle of the week, you'd go into school on the next day. Did you see it? Yeah, I saw it, Even as kids, we had already seen it every year.
Okay, wait. Logical Spock has never seen it before, as he never celebrated Christmas when he was younger. Oh, that's kind of sad.
Well, I don't know what your background is.
That's
true. I don't know if you grew up Jewish or, Vulcan. So, it's entirely possible you didn't. So, yeah, I shouldn't assume that everybody has seen it. I'm just saying that a lot of the people that have been with us a long time have seen it, if not on their own growing up, then here on this channel. And I think we're probably going to end up doing this every year anyway.
Yeah, it's going to be tradition.
At some point, whether it's a Thursday Things, Retro Cinema, whatever, we're going to be doing this. But, yeah, I think it's Jehovah's Witness. Yeah, that's fair.
Samuel Proctor says it always leads back to Vulcan for Troy.
Well, and I totally get that. Not everybody, not everyone celebrates any particular holiday. But, there's definitely specials and TV shows and whatnot that are really worth checking out just for the pop cultural references of them. So, even if I grew up Vulcan, it's still logical to celebrate the good things in your life. Fair enough, Sir Torn. Good. Lawrence Knight. Hello, everyone. Welcome.
And Samuel Proctor,
welcome. It was the other race. Wait a minute. This is a connected comment. It always leads back to the Vulcans for Troy. No, wait, that was another race. Yes, the Klingons. Maybe tomorrow night a little bit on Last Call I will talk a little bit about the Klingon celebrations of the year. Not Christmas, but Ramnite, the Feast of the Long Night. We'll talk a little bit about that.
How do you say Merry Christmas or the variation of it in Klingon.
Well, it probably wouldn't be Christmas. They'd be wishing you a good one. They would say, "Ramnete dat ijaj," have a joyous or have a wonderful feast of the long night.
Hey, Matt Walker, how you doing, sweetie?
Welcome, Matt Walker. I don't want to. I am purposely kind of slow rolling here because I really don't want to start the movie before the 15-minute mark, because I do want to give everybody a chance to get in here.
Yes, the Cosme link is pinned to the top of the chat.
Yeah.
Click on that link, or right-click on the link, and open up a new tab so you can join us in Cosme while we'll be playing
I do see that JPRPH1 is in Cosme there.
And
an anonymous
scenes.
rhino, which could actually be me. Deleted scenes and Netters Network.
Did you do emojis? If you didn't do emojis, you're not an anonymous rhino.
Oh, good point. I did not. In fact, I did not put any comments, so I don't know. I have no idea how I would come up. Let me say hi in the hello. Actually, I'm in there twice. So I just said hello as Troy. And
excuse me,
if I
I'm
go
so
over
sorry,
to
guys.
the
I keep
screen I'll be
coughing.
watching on, I can say hello as Anonymous Panther.
Okay,
That
so who's
is who
Anonymous Rhino? I'm thinking it's Lady Myst. Let's see if I'm right. Hey, Pat S. I saw you over on
Yep,
Popstream too.
hanging out over at Pops with us.
A bunch of us were over at on Pops earlier. It was a lot of fun.
So I understand that tonight Pops is, I don't know if he's having a debate or a discussion or talking about Christmas specials, and he's fighting the fight for Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I don't think there's any question that a Charlie Brown Christmas is a Christmas special, no doubt about it.
I'm sure it's just not set at Christmas time. Which I really don't see the difference. If it's set at Christmas time, it's a Christmas movie.
Now I would like to see a mashup. I want to see the Peanuts version of Die Hard.
And who would be playing Bruce Willis? Charlie Brown or Linus?
Oh, I can see it going either way. I'm probably going to have to say Charlie Brown. Can you see him say, "Now I have a machine gun"? Oh. I don't know. That could be a weird one. That would be like a Robot Chicken type of thing, or a College Humor or something like that.
Yeah, maybe.
But we are coming up on the 15-minute mark, so we will get this started pretty quick. So 1965, folks. That's when this thing... Am I right? Did I get the year right? 1965. Oh my gosh, this is...
Before you were born?
This was like 5-6 years before I was born.
I was 3.
You were 3, yes.
Yes, I'm old, people.
But
you just don't realize that I'm old
the
because I
fact
don't look
is
it.
that this was something... I don't think there's been a year in my life that I did not watch the Charlie Brown Christmas special.
No, I mean, I grew up on all the different specials. So I got to see Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, Charlie Brown Christmas, It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. So all of those holiday specials that would come on for the Peanuts, I've seen them all. You know, and then of course there's the classics that come on every year. It's a Wonderful Life. You gotta watch that. It's just, you just have to. It's tradition. You know, and now we've got the new tradition of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, which Troy is going to be always playing on his channel, I think, for every year to come as a new tradition there. And I was thinking of doing a Klingon Christmas Carol, like next week or something, but we're trying to decide if that's feasible or not.
Yeah, we can talk about that. Disney Sheepherd. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Gremlins isn't. It's actually anti-Christmas. Don't believe, rewatch it, and learn and realize, oh my God, this movie hates Christmas. Yeah, you know what? I never thought of it that way, but I kind of get that. It very much is an anti-Christmas movie.
Yes, but then Sam Proctor says, again, there are categories of Christmas movies, some which it's just a setting, others where it's a whole thing with either the birth of Christ or Santa Claus mythology.
Yeah. You know, and I think, although I didn't watch the stream, I think Pops' comment was, not only is it set at Christmas time, but it revolves around a Christmas party, and there are definitely some family-related issues about, you know, coming together and why you come together at the holidays, and, you know, how, you know, Hans Gruber and his terrorist organization, you know, are screwing up your plans to get your family together for the
Logical
holidays.
Spock says, where were you in 62? I guess Netter was born that year. Yes, I was. December 11th, 1962.
Yep.
Matt Walker then says, not sure my mom was even born in 62. Way to make me feel old, dude.
So, in other words, you're saying we're old enough to be your parents, Matt Walker, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's
Apparently, I'm
fine.
old enough to be his mom's mom.
Yeah, we're old enough to be your grandparents, not parents. Okay, but there you go. All right, let's go ahead and get this started, and we can chat while the movie's playing.
Yes, we can.
Give me a second to do the whole share thing. Load video. Click here.
Matt Walker's laughing at me.
Well, good. There's nothing wrong with that. Excuse me.
It's like I like the fireplace that you got going in there, and
There we go. There we go.
and now they're multi-screens.
So we are sharing off the DVD. I've come to the realization that when I let people know what version we're watching, I should really mention that, because if you have a Blu-ray or a VHS or something, you know, and you're watching this in the future and you want to line it up with us, you might need to know that. But I am going off of the DVD copy. It will have my copy will have what are they called?
Subtitles?
Subtitles. Thank you. I will have subtitles. I was able to not only find subtitles that matched up with the DVD copy, but also has the lyrics of the songs in it, which not all of them did. So I'm starting right off at the 0 mark on the DVD. And I'll do the whole 3, 2, 1 play, and we'll hit play. And of course, you guys should have already hit do a right click on that Cosme link and open up a separate tab so that you can watch the movie along with us. Okay, those of you that are here live. Okay, so for those of you that are joining us Memorex, I will count 3, 2, 1 play, and then we will hit play together. 3, 2, 1 play. Okay, and I guess the DVD starts out with the Paramount swirly stars around the Paramount mountain.
And the music starts.
Let me blow mine up here. Love. I'm gonna probably mention this repeatedly throughout the stream. For me, Christmas isn't Christmas without Vince Guaraldi and his trio. This music has become so much a part of Christmas for me. All my stepmothers were born in a variety of years. I think the first was born in 62 or 63. I'm not sure about the second, but the third and fourth, same person, was born in 84. Wow. There's a story there, Sir Torn. Always felt that Charlie Brown for a kid was a little bit too burdened with mature attitudes and stress. Although what's really sad is, unfortunately, we live in a generation where we have a whole generation of Charlie Browns now that take everything and turn it into a problem. Now, this is, of course, a little bit, cartoonishly exaggerated, but if you've ever seen a dog out on the ice enjoying himself, it's not that far off. Thanks, sheep herder. 15 watching, 15 like. That's a straight ratio. Thank you.
Poor Charlie Brown.
Well, and you know what? This was not uncommon, right? Kids kind of feeling a little left out. Maybe they weren't so popular and whatnot. It's Pigpen before you even see Pigpen.
Dogs don't actually eat bones like
Yeah,
that.
let's just assume those are like milk bones or something like that.
Okay.
Sometimes we get lurkers, sheep herder. Unless someone, says hi and leaves a comment, that we don't know. We don't know they're there. They sure look ripe to me.
Yeah, they're bad shots.
They all are.
Except Linus.
Well, he's very clever, right? He does the whole sling thing. Not only does he hit it square on, but, he does serious damage. How do you tell the difference between a snow woman and a snowman? Snowballs. Thank you, Nate, and welcome. I was going to say the placement of the carrot, but there you go. And these days, maybe there isn't such a big difference. And the blankie wins, absolutely. The doctor is real in. I never understood that. The doctor is real in. I mean, nowadays, every doctor's office is like that. You got to give your copay at the beginning.
Yeah, because otherwise you get bills in the mail from 7 months earlier saying you owe $20, and it's like, I always pay my copay in the office. Why you tell me I owe you more money now? And then I have to go through stacks of receipts to find where I paid that copay.
Okay, now I always did think this was pretty impressive. She clearly has been reading a psychology manual or something. She's got a great vocabulary.
All the different phobias. That's it.
That's it. I'm afraid of everything. So what is a fear of Christmas? Natalophobia?
Maybe.
And look at how happy he is. He just wants to be included. That really is a big part of it for him.
A Christmas queen?
Yes, because she's got to be the center of attention.
She's a Karen.
And it's like, you know,
Lucy was a Karen before Karens were a thing.
yes. Lucy wants to be the Snow Queen, and we just tell her, let it go. I mean, that is intelligent.
Yeah.
Especially in 65, you know, as long as she gets out by, you know, the early 2000s. Housing bubble and all that. The Christmas play. What if the herdsmen show up? Whoops, wrong Christmas special.
His dog's gone commercial.
Hey, good evening, Joshua V. Yeah, the ghost of Marley, right, Samuel Proctor.
Oh, Geek Flag of Good Night knows. How are you doing, sweetie?
I always thought this was kind of adorable just because she does take the time to say things like, how's your wife, and stuff like that. I mean, this is the way a child thinks, right? FOMO.
Entitled.
Yeah.
It's like when I was a kid, if you got $1, you felt like you were rich. And this kid wants 10s and 20s.
Honestly, though, I've looked back at what I've gotten as gifts over the years, and I realized 10s and 20s, people probably would have gotten away cheap, considering some of the presents I remember. My Atari 2600, the Star Wars AT-AT. Even back then, they were expensive. And another thing, he put a lot of thought into this. He's taking this seriously, you know? Hey, Tim Ward. For fans of the series Scrub, there's a fantastic rework voiceover done by the cast telling a slightly different story. Interesting. I'll have to look into that.
Hey, Spartacus.
Hey, Spartacus. Good to see you, my friend. Right-click on that Cosme link up at the top. You can watch...
watch along with us.
Watch along with us where we're at.
We haven't gotten too far into it yet. I love the way the twins dance. And if you notice, they go opposite each other.
Okay, I'm going to try and take this plunge. Christogenitica. Wow, let me try that again. Christogeniticaphobia. That actually is the full-blown fear of Christmas.
Can you spell it phonetically?
Right. Christogeniticaphobia.
I'll take your word for it.
Whew. Doronophobia is fear of gifts. Hey, what the hell is that? Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I don't know if y'all can hear me at all. We lost power trying to get back online. Okay, give us a few minutes to get resituated. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, Disney Sheepherder has Christogeny at Cophobia. Okay, that's phonetically. Yeah, it was just kind of weird. It's like all of a sudden everything just went. So we blew a fuse or something because not everything went out, just some things. So Troy's trying to get back on the Cosme, and then he'll be joining us in a minute. The CIA didn't want you to share the movie. Yes, there must be government secrets in Charlie Brown Christmas they don't want us to hear. Like when Linus does his famous speech.
Just a question of control.
I always thought Linus was the only one who really understood the meaning of things. Because he's the one who always did those really great speeches, like at Thanksgiving when he's talking about, you know, uh, what the meaning of Thanksgiving is, and then in this show where he's going to be talking about the meaning of Christmas, it's like no one else seems to get it, but he does.
All right. I'm going to start right from Lucy just got kissed by Snoopy. Right now I have on the screen, get the hot water, get the disinfectant, get some iodine. Again, if you're watching with us on the Cosme link, that's great. You should be able to follow right along with us. If you're watching in the future, I'm sorry, guys. Just do the best you can. 3, 2, 1, play.
Well, if she wants the iodine like injected and she's going to be doing a contrast
She
scan.
might want to rinse her mouth with it. Nate, actually, the Coca-Cola ad that shows Santa Claus is not really the original appearance of the Jolly Man in a red and white outfit. There's a lot of treatments about the history behind it, but yes, Coca-Cola actually went a very long way towards popularizing that image of Santa Claus. When he makes his speech, and also when he's fixing the tree, we get...
Gotta pay very close attention. T and Crowder pointing this out.
Oh, dropping the blanket. Yeah, good point.
Do you see, sweetie, I had up for you the phonetic?
Yes. Christogeny adacophobia. Yeah.
Yeah, how does that kid always have so much dirt around him?
Because he never bathes.
No, there was an episode or show where he took a shower, had on a clean suit, took 2 steps, dust cloud.
Yeah. Been thinking that the ghost of Christmas present could be another influence on modern Santa Claus.
There you go.
Well, I mean, they do have to eat, right? Oh, jeez.
There's no Christmas queen.
It's a trap! Pigpen, a Charlie Brown story. Yes, exactly. I mean, it's Linus and Lucy, right? This is Christmas music.
She called him just Charlie without the brown.
Exactly. Sparta Chris says Lucy's a modern day actor or actress before they became drama queens. Actually, I don't know, man. I think that Hollywood types were always like that. Google says that Father Christmas dates back to as far back as the 16th century in England, during the reign of Henry VIII, when he was pictured as a large man in green and scarlet robes lined with fur. Yes, that's absolutely true. And then, of course, what is it? Night Before Christmas kind of establishes the deer and the smoking a pipe and so forth. Okay, now what I need to know from everybody is, has anyone ever seen an aluminum Christmas tree? This was the kind of thing that I never had. I never saw growing up. The only place I knew of them, my grandmother had one of those pink kind of trees, but it wasn't specifically aluminum. I have seen pictures of aluminum Christmas trees, and they were definitely a mid-60s kind of thing. It's not exactly Christmas music. It's what? That's for Elise, right? I would not be surprised. I'll bet somewhere there's like a composer's, trading cards. Oh, it was Moonlight Sonata?
I always wondered how he played such great pieces on a plastic piano.
I always imagined that it was in his mind what he was playing. You know, it really is like a toy piano, but in his mind it's...
But like when he's playing Jingle Bells for Lucy, she can hear it.
Well, yeah, and there's no way you're going to convince me that it does piano, toy piano, organ, you know? Yeah, so that's a grand piano. Now it's an organ.
Yeah.
And this is how I think the piano actually sounds.
Yeah. Poor Schroeder. It's not a bad tree.
It's just a branch. I mean, honestly, they probably did have like branches and stuff like that in the scrap heap at the... I mean, you'd make garland out of it and stuff like that.
See, they just don't get it.
Well, here's another thing. How much money did he have to go buy a tree with?
Yeah,
You know?
did any of them contribute?
Exactly.
I love this.
Yeah, and this is what you were referring to. This is where
He's the only one who gets it.
and he has his security blanket, right? And he never lets go of the thing. He had even said he wasn't going to let it go before. And now he's not holding it anymore.
Yeah.
It's true. Until that was pointed out to me, I never noticed it before.
And he just picks up his blanket and walks off stage.
Yep. It's almost like while he was reciting that story, he did not need any other security. I like that, Spartacus. When Linus puts aside his security blanket, it's because he's putting his trust in Christ. A nice little slip of the creator's religious views in the show. Yeah, it was. They had a struggle to get to keep that element in there, the whole story, let alone that specific element.
It must be the North Star.
Sir Torrance says, I almost want to give him a tiny microphone for him to drop. Because that is a microphone drop moment.
And see, now look at Charlie Brown. He's so happy.
Well, he really did kind of internalize what Linus said, you know.
And it's not even that pretty. How did he win first prize with that?
Well, we haven't seen what the rest of the neighborhood did, you know. what the rules were, any of that kind of stuff. I always wondered about that. I killed it. Really? It bends over and you think it's dead?
Well, he's a kid.
Yeah, I guess.
And he's always saying, everything I touch just turns to garbage, you know?
And he's also willing to sacrifice his blanket, you know, for the cause of this this little Christmas tree too.
And still, the tree is very full.
Because again, I think this is just like the piano. You're seeing it through the kid's point of view.
Is Harold Angel going to show up?
Okay, so I was right. It was for Elise. Thank you. Or at least the first part of For Elise. It's actually a much bigger musical piece than what most people think of when they think of For Elise.
It's like, is that the same tree?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Chris. It's like a little bit of sacrifice, right? And for him, that's a big sacrifice. Yep, Vince Guaraldi.
For some reason, I was hearing the first movement of Moonlight Sonata.
There are some similar musical notations between the two, I believe. I might have to listen to the two back to back. Now you got me thinking.
So that was a Charlie Brown Christmas.
Sorry about the interruption in the middle there, folks. We'll just pretend that there was a Dolly Madison commercial in there.
Yeah, that works. We'll go with that. So, for those of you who have not seen it, what did you think?
Yeah, I would love some feedback from those of you that have never seen it before.
And for those who have seen it a gazillion times, like, you know, most of us, what's your favorite part? I mean, I've already said my favorite part is when Linus goes on the stage and tells about the true meaning of Christmas. I also like that he sacrificed his blanket for the tree. Those are like my two favorite parts in the entire thing.
Actually, I also admire his originality when he, you know, decides to use his blanket as a headdress for, you know, his role as a shepherd. I thought that was kind of brilliant. Harold Angel, yeah. Yes, there is a what is it called? It's a follow up. I think it's Christmas Again, Charlie Brown, where Lucy is, or not Lucy, Sally is in a Christmas play at school, and she said, and Harold Angel is gonna sing, and he thinks that his sister's got it all bass-ackwards, but the reality is there really is a kid at her school named Harold Angel, and he is supposed to sing in this play. And yeah, it was I know it sounds off, but that's the way it actually was. Yeah, it does seem like an abrupt ending, but again, this was just less than 1 hour, TV special, and there wasn't meant to be too much to it. Just occurred to me, Linus, who plays a shepherd, is the one who knows the true meaning of Christmas, which is about Jesus' arrival on earth.
Exactly.
To be a shepherd. No, yeah, you're absolutely right. That's a great point.
And Index 6 says, second that, Netter.
What did you say that he's seconding?
That when he was on stage giving the true meaning of Christmas speech and sacrificing his blanket are my favorite parts. So he seconds that.
Yeah, Joshua brings up the Great Pumpkin. Yep. Yeah, that's actually a classic one, too. It's kind of not Halloween without the Great Pumpkin. And I always felt like there was there was a bit of a spiritual connection between It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and Nightmare Before Christmas. I felt that Jack Skellington he's the Pumpkin King, right? So he is the Great Pumpkin as far as I am concerned. In my head canon, that's how it works.
Exactly.
So
works for me.
Yeah, actually, it's funny because all my life I've been drawing these kinds of, crazy connections. I always read way too much into stuff like that, but that's just me. So there we go. That's all I got.
Yeah, it's like I always like this one. It's like, Linus always seems to be the one that gets it, Even the Great Pumpkin. It's like he believes that there is this great pumpkin that's going to come and bring, toys and stuff to all the kids. And, candy and all that. Nobody else believes it, but he does. His faith is that strong that he's willing to sit in a pumpkin patch all night and wait.
And, if we were looking at tropes or if we were looking at, folklore elements and whatnot, I would say that there is that element of childhood belief, right? I think a great example, a great film that really gets that across is the, what is that one with Tom Hanks and the train? The Christmas...
Oh, Polar Express.
Polar Express, that's what it was. And the whole thing was there was the jingle bells that only children that believed could hear, right? And as the adults got older, they couldn't hear it anymore, right? Thank you, Sparker. Yeah, the Polar Express, exactly.
I got the Santa that you press his hand and he says, was it Merry Christmas? Remember, yeah.
The spirit of Christmas
lies in your
heart. Exactly. Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. We need more wholesome, down-to-earth stories like this. And let's face it, if it comes down to what movies do financially well, these are the ones that do, right? I mean, I remember the year that Passion of the Christ was released. It broke all kinds of box office records. Completely snubbed for awards. Nobody in the Hollywood industry talked about it.
And what was funny is when we came out of the theater and we're talking about it, some guy put his hands over his ears and he's going, la 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 la, spoilers. We're like, dude, if you don't know the story of the Bible, you got issues.
Guy gets nailed to a tree, okay? You should know that story. It's kind of like Titanic. The boat sinks. You should not be shocked by this.
Samuel Proctor said, Polar Express was my childhood. It's my favorite for a long time. I grew up reading the story for so long. Then Sparta Chris says, I grew up reading the story for so long. When they made it into a movie, I was so happy. That's
interesting because I honestly had no idea about it until it was a movie. And we were much older. Kids had grown up and moved out by the time Polar Express came along. But
it's like, hey, as an adult, I watched VeggieTales.
Now, Chris, I could totally see. Okay, there's an argument to be made there. If you had not seen Passion of the Christ, okay, you could argue that whether or not the resurrection was depicted at the end could be a spoiler. You know the story, but you don't know for sure if they portray that element in the movie. So maybe I could see that being a spoiler. But and Nate says I got Polar Express as a Christmas gift and had never read it until I saw the movie. Yeah, this is when it comes to books and movies. Obviously, I always kind of favor the books over, whatever adaptation they do, right?
Because there's more detail in there.
Usually. I think that's a little bit different when you get to a simple story like Polar Express. I haven't read the book, but I'm guessing that the movie is kind of more drawn out and elaborate, probably, than the book. So I'd probably say that's probably one of those examples where the movie probably brings something to it that wasn't originally there. But I will say this. There are a lot of books that I have read subsequent to having seen their film adaptations. Still feel the book is better, but very oftentimes, having seen the movie first does flavor, my interpretation of what the characters look like, what they sound like, and so forth. The first time I read Frank Herbert's Dune through, Kyle MacLachlan absolutely was the voice of Paul Atreides. Even though there are huge differences, age difference, all kinds of things. But in a lot of ways that was necessary because it was such a complicated story. It helped to have something to latch onto, in the film adaptation. There's a documentary out there of a group of missionaries going to a remote village to read to them the Bible. And when they got to the death of Jesus, the whole village mourned. Oh, wow. And the missionaries 3 days later told them about Jesus' resurrection. And the whole village celebrated. That is awesome. That is... I guess if I was one of those missionaries and I saw how they reacted, I'd be like, you know what? Let's pick this up in 3 days. I think that's exactly the right way to tell the story.
Yeah.
That is exactly the way to tell that story. There you go. Well,
there we go.
Tomorrow night, I'm not sure exactly what all we're going to do for Last Call, whether we're going to do some sort of a watch party or not. But as I had promised tonight, I will talk a little bit about Klingon Christmas traditions. I will point you guys towards some videos on my sister channel, Kartan the Klingon Cleric, where I talk about the Feast of the Long Night and some other Klingon holiday traditions. So hope to see you guys over on my channel tomorrow night, 9 Central, 10 Eastern, for Last Call, the Christmas edition, we'll call it. And then Saturday we are over at Big Al Presents for the Nativity, this story we were just talking about. Have not seen that with Poe Dameron as Joseph, but we will watch that over on Big Al Presents, 9 Central, 10 Eastern on Big Al Presents on Saturday. Sunday, honestly, I'm not 100% certain what all's going on Sunday. If you are here, I think you're still here, Deleted Scenes. Let us know what your plans are for Sunday. If you are doing an unscripted, if there is a Jedi Bill Western, if there is Other Side of Midnight, just want to know. Because, of course, Sunday would be the Christmas Eve, so I don't know what you guys are doing. And I know there will not be a Geeky Geezers on Sunday, but Netter and I will talk about whether or not we will pick up and do some sort of a stream for Christmas Eve. Just make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell, and you'll see. I will drop something in the community tab to let everybody know what I'm doing, and say something on MeWe and on X Twitter, X formerly known as Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Weekend Update Christmas Edition is tonight. There is the link on Deleted Scenes channel. So you know what? That's probably the better way to do it. Just in about an hour or so, get over to that link, and he'll tell you everything he's got going on this weekend, and you'll know exactly what's going on.
Because Deleted Scenes is extremely busy. He does everything. I don't think he sleeps.
11:15 Eastern. So that's like real soon. That's in like not an hour, in like 10 minutes. So as soon as we wrap up, get your butt over to Deleted Scenes channel. Okay?
Okay, so where are we now? That's now. Did you talk about Sunday?
Yep, we've covered Sunday.
Tuesday?
Tuesday we will, if you can confirm Deleted Scenes, we're going to do the second half of The Secret Diary of Laura Palmer on Deleted Scenes channel, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. That is live from Sparkwood and 21. The social media platform formerly known as Twitter, that it's even changed into a symbol, so Twitter is Prince. I had not thought about that. That is a great way to think about it. Absolutely. And that is about the weekend reviews. Hey, guys.
Oh, Nate, I hope you feel better.
Not feeling so well, so yeah. We're wrapping up here anyway, so...
Drink a lot of water before you go to bed.
Yes.
It'll help.
Stay hydrated. That is the big thing. Get a lot of sleep, but keep a bottle of water by the bed and take a sip every time you come to. That will make a huge difference. Trust me.
Yep.
And
Deleted Scenes, says he doesn't have links up yet.
yes, but you do have the link up for the weekend update. Yeah. So that's the one we want to get everyone over to. So
okay, and I'm sorry, did we say Tuesday?
Tuesday live from Sparkwood, okay. 21.
And
second half of Laura Palmer's
nothing
Diary.
On Wednesday. Thursday, we're back here on Thursday Things. I don't have a guest.
Some sort of a New Year's wrap.
I don't have a guest. We don't have any more guests for the rest of this year. So we'll either have another sort of rewatch. It'll just be me and Troy shooting the breeze with all you. We'll have something.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do believe that Aged Boomer mentioned a New Year's Charlie Brown special, so I'm going to look into that, see if we can't maybe pull that off.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yep. Oh, thank you, Lady Myst. Very encouraging. Okay, I'm going to shut up now because I want everyone to get over to Deleted Scenes, and I want you to be able to end your show.
So, y'all know what I always say. First, I want to say make sure that you are subscribed to, well, me and Troy, because we're the only panel, and make sure that you are subbed to one another. If you think you're subbed to the people in the chat, please go back and make sure you are still subscribed, because YouTube.
Yes.
I mean, I got 10 extra subs tonight from being on Pop's channel. We'll see how many I have tomorrow. Okay, I don't put my trust or faith in YouTube. With that said, y'all know what I always say. We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well good and fun, but it is so much more fun just hanging out with all of you. You know, you're dropping your comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be in the chat, and it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in the same room, enjoying each other's company and having a great time. And you guys are not just our friends. You are our family. We love you guys, and we appreciate you so very, very much. You can be anywhere right now, and you choose to be here with us. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a very Merry Christmas if we don't see you or hear from you before then. And we will definitely see you next time. Good night, everyone.